This actually came from what we know as the National Health Human Resource Master Plan, created, of course, led by the Department of Health, and this towards 2040. The good news is we're very good with planning. Filipinos are very good with planning. We have a good roadmap, and this is our roadmap to be the Filipinos among the healthiest in Asia by 2040. Ako, masaya na ako, kahit sa ASEAN man lang, if the measure is really our longevity. And look at our vision statement there. We have a very good vision statement. We want to improve our health outcomes. We want a responsive health system. For us to reach this, for us to even talk about health within, we have to even talk about the health without. Who's taking care of our health out there? And I'll tell you, my conversation with you today will spark a lot of conversations until the afternoon, and it will trouble some of you on what you can actually do for the Filipinos. I mean, the roadmap knows very well what to do, what to carry, what to actually develop. And look at this, the healthcare education, strengthening, and regulation. The sad reality is that we, the Filipino nurses, are the best nurses in the world. Decades back, there was a vision, the Filipino nurses, the best for the Filipinos, the choice of the world. And that vision is already achieved. Yeah, palakpakan naman para doon. Come on. But, well, let's look at our healthcare scenario. Ang dami, look at this. There is also a nice strength and partnership building for human resource for health. Okay? Reform. And that's why you're all important here. Because health is everybody's business. Do you agree? This is Rising Tiger's business. This is everybody's business. I am just happy to share with you that there is a beautiful roadmap, hopefully, inshallah, that we reach the Filipinos among the healthiest in Asia by 2040. And let's realize it's 2026. We're 14 years away. Now, and many more. Now, in the same master plan, they realize that we have a good supply, pre-service scholarship. We train them in best schools. We train them even after school. And we pull them and so on. And they get employed. Some get unemployed. Some go out of labor force and so on. And of course, this is a balance of supply and demand. But there is a bigger factor right here. Migration. My daughter will recover my investment for her education in a year if she works in America. Then I will have my ROI, and you cannot blame any parents for sending their children to school of nursing, and spend $1 million because you will recover this anyway. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Saudi Arabia are actually quote-unquote begging for Filipino nurses. Because America and Europe and many other places in the world are actually so interested to have us. I'll talk more about that. Reality, we have the standards. The ratio of 44 healthcare professional per 10,000 population is established by no less than the WHO. Remember this number, 44 for every 10,000 population. This is the standard established so that we can achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. I'll show you some data later. The question is, do we want to be health professionals? Do we want to be part of the supply chain? The answer is a big yes. Look at this. This is the PISA finding. In the world, they ask those high schoolers, what do you intend to go to nursing? Number 1 is Japan. Number 2 is Philippines. And look at how others don't like it. And that's why, if we produce them, the entire world would like them. I'm looking at Malaysia here. I didn't, somewhere there. But you can see the disparity in the willingness of high school students to go to nursing. I'm just looking at nursing. Now wait until you see the next slide, which I'm borrowing from the Department of Health. This is showing you the health human resource gap. We made a study, medical education from 2012 to 2016, including the board exam up to 2021, because we wanted to understand the supply of doctors, nurses, and midwives, and those who made it in the board exam, so that we can analyze the passers over the years. And an active licensed professional as of 2024 is this number. And based on the standard set earlier that I showed you, this is what we need. And therefore, this is what we need. And these are the active professionals. Do we have the supply enough for our country? Based on this, you can give me your answer. And how many health human resource personnel do we have in the institutions that we have? This much. And this is what we need. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the gap. And that's why you have heard in the past that it will take a decade just for Philippine educational system to supply the gap. We're good with Manila, we're good with the National Capital Region, but where have all these health professionals gone? There's an average, look at that, annual average of 347 doctors, 13,000 nurses, and 2,000 midwives getting out of the country. There are sad realities, and just the other day, there was this news. Philippine healthcare education crisis. 56% of students never make it to the workplace. And I want to show you why, because the dropout is very high. Now, why are we talking here? Maybe the rich people here can sponsor a doctor is dropping out for financial reasons. Maybe companies that you own here may want to sponsor a midwife so that they can actually finish. Because the reason for their attrition is economics. Of course, I sign them up so that they will serve the country for 2 years or 5 years. But you know, let me tell you something. How am I preventing my daughter to go abroad? I made her my reviewer in my review center so that she will earn the money that she would have earned from the hospital for 1 month. She can earn it in my review center for 2 days, in 2 days. But I don't know how far I can hold her because the classmates are now beginning to see the golden opportunities overseas. And when my daughter asked my permission that she will go abroad, for me to permit her to go abroad, and her reason will be career growth, I don't think I have, and I can say no. Do you agree? Parents, will you agree? If she says, Daddy,